So hi all, good evening. So we are going to start Excel this week. So we are going to start with the basics and we'll go on with it. So in this thing, we are going to learn about the absolute basics like what are sheets, how to format cells, save and open a Excel file, and all these things. Okay, so we have so many slides today, so we'll learn it one by one. Okay, so Microsoft Excel introduction. So Excel is a spreadsheet program that allows you to store, organize, and analyze information. So whether you are keeping a budget, organizing a training log, or creating an invoice, Excel makes it easy to work with different types of data. So step one, click the start button, click all programs options in the menu, search for the Microsoft Office from the sub menu, search for Microsoft Excel, and then click it. So these are steps to open an Excel sheet. Okay. So first point we are going to so that is a description of what is Excel. So Excel is a spreadsheet program that you can store any amount of data in a tabular format, and an Excel file can have different sheets. Okay, so Excel can be used on certain specific types of use cases like creating a budget, organizing a training log, or invoice, or some mathematical stuff we can do on Excel. Okay, so let me tell you how to open an Excel file now. So what I'll do is click the start button, search for Excel. Okay, and click on Excel. So that's it. This is how you open an Excel sheet. Okay, so this is an Excel sheet, and in this Excel sheet, you will have different sheets. So one Excel file will have multiple sheets here. So you can create sheet one, sheet two, sheet three, and up to any number of sheets you can create. So for now, we'll have a basic number of sheets here. Okay. So yeah. So this is how you do it. So Moment, are you comfortable? Are you able to follow up? If you have any doubts, you can stop me and ask me. Okay, Moment, right? Yeah. So then, so when you open Excel for the first time, the Excel screen will appear from here. You'll be able to create a new workbook, choose a template and access and recently edited workbooks. From the Excel start button, locate and select blank workbook to access the Excel interface. Okay. So what you have to do is when you open an Excel, right? In the first page, you'll see some okay, so usually you will it'll open with this page. Okay, so here you can see multiple options here. So we can have basic templates, different templates, or we can open any recent uh, recent files, Excel files that is saved. Okay, so or you can choose from any of the open. You can use any of the options here. So for now, we're going to select a blank workbook here. So blank workbook will create a fresh Excel sheet with no data in it. Okay, so it is a very blank Excel sheet and with a with a single sheet to work on. Okay, so yeah. So go to the third slide. So parts of the Excel window. Some parts of the Excel window, like ribbon as scroll bars, are standard in the most are standard in most other Microsoft programs. Okay. So however, there are other features that are more specific to Excel spreadsheets such as formula, um, bar, name box, and worksheet tabs. Okay. So we're going to learn about the parts of the Excel sheet. So as we already know, right? We know what is a ribbon. So ribbon or tabs, right? These are called ribbons. Okay. So home is a separate ribbon. Insert is a separate ribbon, and page layout, formula, data, review, a view, help, and everything is a separate ribbon. And under each ribbon, we have different command groups. Okay, so one for changing the font, one for alignment, one for numbers, styles, cells, editing, etc. So similar to that, under insert also you'll have some, different command groups. So some ribbon or common to Excel. Okay, so like common in other programs like Word and the PowerPoint. So in Word and PowerPoint also you would have seen all these ribbons: file, home, insert, page layout, and all these things. So some layouts are common, some ribbons are common in all the Excel programs like Word and Excel. And we have specific ribbons like formulas, data, which is specific to Excel. So we have functionalities or command groups, which is very specific to Excel. So yeah, so that's how yeah, so that's how we do it. Okay. Uh, the parts of the Excel window. So quick access toolbar lets you to access common commands no matter which tab is selected. You can customize the commands depending on your preference. Microsoft from here you can use your Microsoft account permissions, view your profile, and switch accounts. Okay, so something called quick access toolbar. So quick access toolbar we have already learned in other programs like um, Word and Excel. So can someone tell me what is a quick access toolbar? So Hossein, you must know, right? What is a quick access toolbar? Can you tell me what it is?
Sir, forget it.
Okay. So quick access toolbar, right? It is used for accessing things quickly, as the name suggests, right? It is easy for you to save all these functionalities here. So similar, see, you have a save button here, which is already present here, but you have to, if you want to reach the save button, you have to make 2 clicks. Okay, so it is a bit hard uh, to do it when you do this way. Okay, but if you can access it from the quick access toolbar, it is a single click. Okay, so all you have to do is click on it and you can save it directly. So this is the functionality, this is the purpose of quick access toolbar, so you can access those specific functionalities easily. Okay, so for now uh, there are only 2 buttons here. So if you want to add if you want to add another button, right, you can do it by going to the customize ribbon option here. So right click on it and you can say customize ribbon, and you can add some another button over there. So if you want to add a font color there, right, you can do it. No, not customize ribbon. I think this one, quick access toolbar. So if you want to add, let's say, the font color option here, right? Add. So if I click OK, so now the font color is option is here. And if I click OK, right, you will see a new option which is to say the font color. Click OK. So now okay, so it is here. Okay, so this is the quick access toolbar. So you can do it here or here. See, this is the quick access toolbar. So this is this we cannot configure, but here is a quick access toolbar that if that is already 4 or 5 options are already present here. So one is save, one is undo, redo, insert link, and font color. So we just added font color here. So if you want to add another thing, right, you can do. So if you want to add hmm, some other commands also, we can do it if you want to do it. Let's say I want to remove the font color here. So if I, you can see it here, right? If I click OK, the button will be removed now. Click OK, so now it will be removed. So this is how you can add or remove specific quick access to for specific commands in the quick access toolbar. So then parts of the Excel window. So the ribbon contains all commands you will need to perform common task in Excel. It has multiple tabs with each with several groups of commands. So tell me box works like a search bar to help you quickly find search commands you want to choose. Okay. So so there is something called tell me box. Okay. So you can search for copy and you can find those functionalities here. So if you want to do insert table, you can do it. So you instead of going and finding let's say if you want to create a table, right? Insert table option here. So you can go click here and create a table like this, okay? So, but let's say I forgot where the table functionality is not available. So I don't know where it is. So what I can do is I can go here, then I can I can search for table here. So once I do it, I can just say okay. Okay, so I can just say table. So now you can see the insert table option present here. So you don't have to go to insert and create insert table. So you can search for the functionality here and just click on it and just click OK. You will find a new table added here. So this is the functionality of this tell me what you do. So this is just a search functionality where you don't have to, so you can use it whenever you don't know where the exact command is present in any one of these ribbon groups. Okay. So that's the purpose of it. Yeah. So tell me box, we're done. So the parts of the Excel window. So there is a name box displays a location or of a name or of a selected cell. Okay, so Excel, you know, right? So Excel has um, so Excel is a program which is in table format. Okay, so it has a certain number of rows and a number of columns. So rows are horizontal things. Okay, so this is a row. This is the third row. This is the seventh row. This is 13th row. Something like this. And the columns is in alphabet. Okay, so A column, D column, I column, K column. Similarly, we have so many columns here. Okay, so these are called rows and these are called columns. And so let's say this thing, right? This is called a cell, and so this is a certain uh, this is certain this is a box, right? So this is the cell. So this cell is called C4. So this is called the address of the cell. It is in column C and row 4. So let's say if you click this, right? So this is G8. Okay, so you can see the address present here. So similarly, if I place here, it is H2. It is available. The name box is available here. So the name box will tell you the address of the particular cell. So whenever you place something, whenever you place a cursor in that cell, right, you can see this name box being changed here. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. So yeah, so that's it. So we learned what is a name box, and then we something called a formula bar. So you can enter or edit data, a formula or a function that will appear in a specific cell. So Excel, right? It has something called formula. Okay, so we'll learn about those things later. We'll learn what is a formula and all these things. But first, you have to understand what is a formula bar. So this is a formula bar where you can see add all your formulas here. So let's say if I want to add two numbers, right? 34, let's say 34 and 12. So if I want to add these two and find and provide the result here, I can just type a formula here like so what is the cell number? This is C3, right? C3 plus D3. So this is called a formula. Now you can see the result of the formula here. So we have added 34 and 12 and found the answer here. Okay. So if I change this to 1 and this to 2, right? You should see the number, the formula being applied, and you can see the result changing. So similar to that, you can change it whatever times you want, and you'll see the results here. So this is called a formula. So you don't actually type the actual data here, but you type a formula, and this formula is being calculated every time the respective cells are changed. So this is called a formula bar, and this is this is just a very basic formula, right? So this is how you work on a formula. So either you can type direct content here, or you can type formulas here. Okay. So whenever and the formula will always start with a is equal to. So if it starts with an is equal to, it's called a formula. And if I just type something, right, it's just data. Okay, so nothing else. Okay, so this is called a formula. So we know what is a cell. So each rectangle in the workbook is called a cell. A cell is intersection of row and a column. Simply click to select a cell. Okay, so all you have to do is click on it, and you can see the cell selected. And it's an intersection of a row and a column. And you guys know what is a row and a column, right? So a row is a group of cells that runs from left of the page to the right. Okay, so it runs from left to right. It's in a horizontal thing. Okay, so in Excel, rows are identified by numbers. So all these are our rows. One is a row, two is a row, and all these cells are in this particular row. And similar to that, we have columns. So all these are our columns, and columns are numbered by alphabets. Okay, columns are identified by English letters. So yeah, so that's it on the basics. So any doubts in this? Pachamuthu, Momin, Hussein, you have any doubts on this up to whatever I taught? Okay.
Nothing, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So the pass of Excel window. So worksheets. So Excel files are called workbooks, and each workbook holds one or more worksheets. Click the tabs to switch between them, and or right click for more options. Okay. So we already learned what is a worksheet, right? Sheet or a worksheet. Okay. So this is a sheet one, and we can add more sheets. Okay. So you can call it sheets or worksheets. Okay. So you can add multiple worksheets like just clicking on the plus button. So if you want to change the worksheet name, you also can change it. You can say add. So then you can change this one to subtract, multiply. So you can give anything you want. So you can just say attendance, and here you can say balance sheet. So you can give worksheets any name you want. Okay. So under each Excel or workbook, that you can add multiple worksheets for it, and you can just rename it to whatever specific name you want. So if you want to do something specific to multiplication, you can add you can do this in this particular sheet. So if you want to note the attendance of each of the students here, you can you can save it in this particular worksheet. So if you want to calculate the balance sheet of a particular organization, you can do it here. So each worksheet will be uh, pertain to certain functionality or certain thing. Okay. Uh, then worksheet view option. There are three ways to view a worksheet. Simply click a command. Simply click a command to select the desired view. Mm. View. See, there are different views to see the worksheets. Okay, so you have go to the view ribbon. Under that, you have page layout thing. Then you have custom views, something like this. Okay, so you can have page break view. So this will only show whatever the columns are filled. Okay, so if I type something here, it will go to page layout view, page break view. So uh, e- so each normal view will be you will see all the rows and columns. So page break view will show you only the columns that are being added, the data which is being added. Okay, so we have entered some values in up to G3, right? So it will show the all the records from A1 to G3. And for subtract, we entered some values in the B3, so it will show from A1 to B3. So multiple, we didn't add anything, right? So it will be, don't have a page break view. It will only show a, I mean, it won't show anything in the page break view since we didn't add anything. Okay, so if I type something, you can see it. Okay, so this is how you uh, do a page break view. So then we have a page layout view. So page layout view will have some rulers attached to it. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, and 4 numbers here. So you will have some rulers to it. So views doesn't matter much. Okay, so we'll learn later. Okay, so then we have zoom control. Click and drag the slider to use the zoom control. The number to the right of the slider reflects the zoom percentage. So you can zoom in and zoom out to your Excel sheets. Okay, so if you want to zoom in, right? If you want to make the cells look bigger, you can zoom in and you can zoom out also if you want. So zoom control is over here. You can zoom in and zoom out here. So if you zoom in, right, if it's for 52%, and you can also see the zoom percentage also here. So when it's less than 100, it will be smaller, and it's more than 100, it will be bigger. So we'll always keep to 100 percentage to work on. Okay, so this is better. So this is how you zoom in and zoom out your Excel thing. So then we have vertical and horizontal scroll bars. So scroll bars are here, right? So you can see scroll bars here. So you guys know what is a scroll bar, right? So you can scroll. So when you have multiple pages of content, right, you can scroll up and down to move to the particular location. So let's say if I type something here, right? So you can just move in and move out using the scroll bars, and you can see different content in different pages. Okay, so that's the purpose of having a scroll bar. So whenever you have content more than one page, you can use a scroll bar to reach or see the contents to the other page. Then cell basics. Whenever you work with cell, you will enter information or content into cells. Cells are the basic building blocks of a worksheet. Cell content are used to calculate, analyze, and organize data in Excel. So yeah, so whenever you work with Excel, you enter information or content. Okay, so either you enter information or content into cell. So you can so as we learned earlier, right? We can enter data or some we can enter data or some formulas in Excel, okay, in a particular cell. So cells are the basic building blocks of worksheet. Cell contained are used to calculate, organize, and organize data and content. So we saw all these things already. So yeah, okay. So then we'll move on to cells. Every worksheet is made up of thousands of rectangles, which are called cells. A cell is the intersection of a row and a column. Columns are identified by letters, while rows are identified by numbers. Each cell has its own name or cell address. So we already learned what is a cell address, right? So whenever you keep your mouse here on a particular cell, you will have the cell address here. So C, column C and 5, and the cell address is C5 here. So if I place it here, it's column D and column 7, and it's called D7. So whenever you place it, you can see the particular column and the particular column and the particular row being highlighted. You can see C is in different format compared to other cells. So you can find the column and rows using that. Okay. Yeah. So note that the cell address also appears in the name box here in the top left corner, and that cell columns and row headings are highlighted when the cell is selected. You can see the highlighting here. So whenever you select a cell here. Cell range. A group of cells is known as a cell range. Rather than a single cell address, refer you will refer to a range using the cell addresses of the first and last cells in the cell range separated by a colon. For example, a cell range that includes A1, A2, A3, and A4 would be written as A1 to A5. So we learned about a single cell. Okay, so whenever we select multiple cells, right, it is called a cell range. Let's say if I select from so now I place a cursor in B2. Okay, but what I do is I click on it and I select multiple cells here. So this is called a cell range. A cell range is from B2 to B6. So it will be something like so this is called a cell range. So this is B2 to B5, B2 to B. I can just say so this is called a cell range. Okay, so this one is a single cell, and this is called a cell range. So this is called B3 to B6, and this is called B7 to E7. Okay, so this is called a cell range. So this is very important, guys. Okay, so you should know what is a cell range. So can someone tell me what is a cell range?
So children is the 1 to more. Same like the now 5 want to make until 10 or 11. So
Yeah. Okay. So now I selected a cell range. See here, I selected 3 cells here. What is the range of the cell? How do you name it? See,
sorry, sir.
so this one is B5. This one is
D5
C5.
to
Yeah.
D5 to D5.
Yeah, very good. Okay. So it's called B5 to D5. So we specify like this cell, okay? D5. So this is called a cell range. So we have selected B5 to D5. So what about this one? What is the cell range? Can someone tell me?
Yeah. Number right.
So you see the highlightings here.
F6 to F11.
Yeah, very good. Moment, right? யாரு சொன்னது பச்சை முத்தம் மூமெனா? Yeah, good job. So this is correct. So it's everyone clear about cell range. So cell range is clear for you guys or for all the 3 because we are going to learn about cell ranges. So it's very important you guys understand that. So moment you understand, Hussein, பச்சை முத்தம் எல்லாம் புரிஞ்சிச்சுல? You guys understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Understand.
Okay, good. So then we can move on. Okay, so this is called a cell range. So cell range could be something like this. Okay, like this also, and also you can have cell ranges like this. So this is B6 to G13, I guess. So this is kind of a square cell. Okay, you can select multiple cells like this also. So this is B6 to H13. Okay, so this is another example of a cell range. So yeah, so cell content, any information you enter into a spreadsheet will be stored in a cell. Each cell can contain different types of content, including text, formatting, formulas, and functions. The cells can contain text such as letters, numbers, and dates here. See, and any information you enter into spreadsheet will be stored in a cell. Each cell can contain different contents of data. Uh, so what you can do is you can type, if I want to, you can have any type of data in your thing. So you can have, let's say, if I want attendance, right? Okay, let's say, okay, student record, student profile or something. Okay, student. So we can have a first column called a student. Okay, so it can be Robert, so Momin, and so and Hussein. Okay. Um, so this for the first column is a text content. Okay, so then we can have something called marks column. So in the marks column we can have 98, 99, 100. Okay, so we can have different. This is a number column. So this is a text column. This is a number column. So then you can have content like phone numbers. Okay, you can have phone numbers. So you can have multiple numbers like this, and then you can have a cell like home address. So it could be anything. Okay, so it could be a combination of numbers and this thing. Okay, so cell address we can have. So then we can have dates also. We can have. You can say date of birth. Okay, date of birth. You could say some date of birth. So you guys can have. Uh, so date of birth you can have. So this is a date column. Okay, and so this is a date column, and similar to that, you can have percentages. Let's say percentage column also we can. So this is a percentage. Okay, so it's out of 100, right? It's a percentage column. So you can change it to percentage also if you want. Right click. Format cells. You can change it to a percentage column. Click OK. This is all in percentage. Sorry. You can have a percentage column like this. You can have numbers. You can have date of births. So we can have several different formats of data that can be added to a particular Excel sheet. Okay, so this is how you do it. So that's what we have learned here. And apart from that, you can have formulas also. As we know, so we can have a formula saying calculate age. Okay, let's say years. Okay, so we can have formulas also here. It will be some age. Okay, so you can add a formula for age. So you can subtract with the current date or something like that. So you can calculate the age here. We don't have to type it manually. So like this, we can have separate things. Okay. Yeah, formatting. So then we have cell content formatting attributes. Cells can contain a formatting attribute that change the way letters and numbers and dates are displayed. For example, percentage can appear 0.5 or 15 percentage. You can even change cell text and background color. So like I told you, right, percentage can have like this. Okay. So you can, if you want, you can change the colors of the text also here. You can go to data. So, see, you can choose different colors like this also. Okay. Uh, so this is how you change colors also for your text here. So, and you can have a salary column if you want also. Salary, you can say uh, SGD. Okay. Something like this. Let's say we have some salary. Okay. So you could say I right click and format cells, and you can say currency, and you can see set the currency also here. You can choose Singapore in dollar, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. SGD. Okay. So you can give things in currency also here. You can choose Singapore in dollars, or if you want to change Pachamuthu salary to Indian dollars also I can do it. So format cell I can change it to INR, or I can change it to anything I want. Okay, so I'll choose some other thing. So you can change the currency, whichever currency you can set it. Okay, so this is called cell content. So cell content, yeah. Cell content formulas and functions. Cells and contain formulas and functions that calculate cell values. In our example, we are going to sum B2 and B8 adds a value. Each cell in the cell range B2 to B8 and displays our total in B9. B2 plus B8. Okay. So if you want to find the total also, we can do it. Let's say if I want to add a formula, right, I can do sum of I have to find the sum of all these things. Okay. So now we can just type F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4. Okay. So now we can find the sum of the numbers here. Okay. Mhm. See, this is just a predefined formula where you can type the sum here. G1 plus G2 plus G3 plus G4. See, if I do this right, mm, See, now you can find the total of all these numbers here. So this is another way of calculating the formula here. So here you can see, right, I have mentioned, I have not mentioned D2, D3, D4, D5, and D6 and D7. I mentioned a range here, right? So this is how you use a range in your formulas, okay? So you can add the range of this, you can just do the predefined sum functionality, and just you can change the value here. So if I click the here, right, you can see the range here, and it's addition of all these rows, okay? So if I want to add this one also, I can do it. So I can add from D1 to D7. So this is how you use your ranges here. So whenever I change the any number in the range, the sum also changes every time, okay? So this is how you change your ranges here. So any doubts in this, how I use a formula and how I use the range here, how I arrived at this thing. Any doubts, guys? Understood? Okay. So yeah, so this is how you do it. Mm-hmm. So to insert content, click a cell to select it. In our example, we'll select F9. Type something in the select cell, then press enter on keyboard. The content will appear in the cell and the formula bar. You can also input and edit cell content in the formula bar. Okay, so whatever you type in the formula, right? So if whatever you select or if whatever you type here, right, you can see it in the formula also here, formula bar also here. So whenever you choose something, you will come here. So either you can type directly here also, or else you can type in the particular cell also. You can change it here also, or also you can come here and select also. So this is what the formula bar does. Yeah. So delete content or clear content. Select the cells with the content you want to delete. In our example, we'll select the cells A10 and H10, and select clear command on the home tab, and then clear content. The cell contents will be deleted. So if I want to delete all the content, right, all I have to do is go to select all the content here, select all the cells here, home, and home tab, then click clear contents. Go to the home tab and click clear contents. That's it. Okay. Um, See, you have a clear content here. So I can just say anything here. I'll just say clear contents and you'll see all the content deleted. Okay. So I can type something and I can do it from right click also. I can right click and I can just say clear contents here. So now the content will be clear. So this is how you delete your contents in your Excel sheet. So delete cells. So there is an important difference between deleting the content of a cell and the deleting the cell itself. You delete the entire cell, the cells below will shift to fill in the gaps to replace the deleted cells. Okay. So let's say, so this is the content here. Okay. So if I just say right click the cell, right, we have already a table here. And let's say if I clear the content here, right. So what happens is you have an empty row here. Okay. So this is an empty row. What we have done is we have done clear cells. So let's say if I say delete cell, right? If I just right click on it and just say delete cells, right? You can just see moment will be totally deleted here. So if I say delete cells, you can say moment is totally deleted, and that even the empty row, right? It is moved up. Okay, the Pachamutu was in position 4, row 4, but he has moved to position 3, row 3. So you can see Pachamoto is in row 4. And if I delete the cell, right, it will be Pachamuthu will move to row 3 and Hussein will move to row 4 here. So that's a difference. So there's a difference between clear contents and delete cell here. So you should understand that clearly. Okay. So yeah, so that's one thing. So copy and paste cell content. Okay. How to copy and paste content. So let's say I have some content here. I want to copy it and paste it somewhere. So all I have to do is select all the content here. Click the copy button here. Place the thing in the desired position, and you can just say paste. And just say paste here. Copy this, and you can just say paste. Click on the paste button, and you'll see the content placed here. Okay, so this is how you copy and paste your content. So you can paste how many times you can paste it any number of times you want to paste it, and anywhere you can paste it anywhere in the position. So all you have to do is you have to go to the particular cell where you want to copy the content. You can just copy and paste the content here. So this is how you copy and paste content here. So similar to Excel, right, or similar to Word and other things, right, you can use the commands in the home group, or else you can just right click and use the copy paste also here. Okay. Um, yeah, so we don't have any test or something. Okay. Ooh. You can also access additional paste options here, which are especially convenient to work in cells. Just click on the drop down menu and paste the command here. So we have different options for paste also here. So you can copy a formula. Let's say if I have a formula here, right? Let's say I have a formula here saying A1 plus A2. See, A1 plus A2 is 2 and 3. So you can see 5 here. So if I want to copy the formula alone, right, I can just do it here. So I can just go to select the cell. I can just say copy, and I can place it here. I can just say paste formula, fx is formula. Now you can see C1 plus C2 here. And you can just type something in C1 and C2. I can just see the change here, right? You can see C1 and C2 being added and the result is shown here. So this is way, so there is a difference between copying a content and copying the formula. Okay. So you can do some stuff like that also. And use the fill handle. So if you're copying cell content to adjacent cells in the same row or column, the fill handle is a good alternative to use copy and paste commands. Select the cell containing the cell content you want to use, then hover the mouse over the lower right corner and the cells to fill handle appears. Click and drag the fill handle until all the cells covered you want to fill are selected. In our example, we'll select G30 to G70, release the mouse to fill the selected cells. Let's say if I want to fill copy some content, right? Mhm. Mm. See, if I want to copy all the 4 names here, Robert, Janice. If I want to copy the three names again and again, you can also use a fill handle here. So you can just drag it like this and you can see all the three names repeated like this. Okay, so all you have to do is you have to select this rows. This is called a fill handle. There is a square, right? You just have to select all the rows and you can just pull it down and all the things will be all the rows will be copied here. So this is called a fill handle. So then continue a series with the fill handle. So let's say if I have let's say if I have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I want to fill it up to 100. Okay, so there are you don't have to type it each one by one. Okay, so all you can do is you can just select the cell and use a fill handle. Okay, so you can just drag it up to 100. If I put it 100, right, you can see up to 100 is auto populated here, right? So this is one functionality that makes your life easy. Okay, so all this can be done using Excel. So let's say if I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so if I want up to 200, right, I can do that. So I can just pull it down up to the 100th row and you will see up to 200 populated here. So Excel itself understands this particular sequence and it fills it up automatically. So let's say if I say 1, 3, 5, also you will do it. So you select this one, drag down up to 100, and I think it will populate up to 199. Okay. So these are all even numbers. This is odd numbers, and this one. Okay. So similar to that, you can have multiples of 5 also. 5, 10, 15. Okay. So just select this all the three rows and you can just drag it up to whatever number you want and you can see the numbers populated in sequence of 5 here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25. So all you have to do is give 3, uh, give at least one or two rows, an example for Excel to understand the sequence, and then you can use a fill handle to select the particular element and you can drag it down to copy the content here. So this is how you use a continuous series with the fill handle. So this is how you put a series handle. Okay. So even you can do it this way also. If I want to do it at a row wise also, you can do it. You can just do it like this. Okay. So not only numbers, we can do it like this. Okay. So if I want to do month also, I can do it. So if I say Jan, Feb, March, right? If I drag it down, it will come up to whatever month we specified here. So Jan, February month. So all this appears here. So even if I can do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, even this thing also I can do it. Okay. So it is can be used for multiple things. We can do it. Okay. So that's the purpose of fill handle. So then we learn about. So you guys understood what is a fill handle, right? How to use a fill series in Excel. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. So then. So how to insert a new worksheet? Okay. So we learned that already, right? How to create a worksheet. So you can just click the plus button here and you can add a worksheet anywhere. And you can also change the name of the worksheet like whatever you want. Okay. Just click on the worksheet and just change the name here. So this is how you create a new worksheet. So to copy a worksheet, okay, you can do just right click and copy the worksheet here. So right click, Uh, move or copy. Create a copy. Create a copy of subtract, and the name is called. Click OK, and it will have a subtract too. So both will be having the same name. So you can change the name after you change it. So it can say subtract copy. So this is how you copy a uh, Excel worksheet. Okay, so you can do that like this. So then rename a worksheet. So rename, you guys already know, right? Just double click on it and you can just rename it. So we have done it multiple times. So move a worksheet. So to move a worksheet, you can do it. So if I want to move subtract to the last, right, I can just pull it and drag it like this, and it will move to the last position here. So add is in the first position now. So if I drag it like this, right, you can just move to the first position, or you can right click and do it also. So you can just move or copy, and you can just say multiple to right click on balance sheet and move or copy. You can just say move to this position. Okay, click multiple, and it will move to that particular position here. Okay, so this is just to move or copy. You can just drag it, or you can right click and do it. Okay, yes. Delete a worksheet. So right click and delete it. That's it. Right click on it and delete it. Right click, delete, delete, right click, delete. Okay, so that's it. So this is how you delete a worksheet. Formatting. All Senate content uses the same formatting by default, which can make it difficult to read a workbook with a lot of information. Basic formatting can customize the look and feel of your workbook, allowing you to draw attention to specific sections, making your content easier to view to understand. See, formatting, you got to learn about formatting here. So formatting, why do we do it? So to highlight some text and stuff like that, right? So this is not so organized. So if I want to, let's say if I have a student marks, okay, physics, so chemistry and max. So if I just say, see, we have student marks here. So it's in a tabular format, but no formatting is done. It doesn't look so good, right? So, but if I do formatting, it will look better for your Excel. Let's say I can just put the header in different color here. I can just choose the header here, and I can just say, I can just choose a background to be like this, okay? And all the students can just mark it as some other color. And so content can be like this, okay? So now it looks in a presentable way, right? All the headers are a different color, and this one is a different color. So this is called formatting, okay? So how can we format our text? So there are different ways to format our text here. So you can change the font size first, okay? To choose larger fonts here. So if I choose a particular cell, right, you can see the font size here. The current font size is 11 here. And if I just want to say, I can just say, choose all the cells. I can just say the header to be in a bigger format here. Okay, so bigger content here. So this is called font size change. I can also change the names to a different size. Okay, so I can just say 14. If I want, but still all other things are in a different, all the marks are in a different format here. So this is how you change the font size. Okay. So you can also increase or decrease the font size commands, enter the command. So this is increase or decrease the font size. So I can just say, I can keep on pressing this to increase the font size, and I can just keep on pressing this to decrease the font size here. So either you can choose a font size here directly, or you can just use increase or decrease font size functionality here. So this is how you change the font sheet for a particular sheet. Um, change the font. Okay, so you guys know what is a font, right? Can someone tell me what is a font? We learned that in previous classes. What is a font? See, a font is nothing but the shape of the text here. So physics in a different format, right? So if I choose Algerian, so you can see the difference, right? So this is a Calibri font, and this is an Algerian font here, whatever is specified here. And this is also Calibri font. So it looks different, right? So this is called a font. This is something like a handwriting, okay? So we have several different fonts format here, and like you can guys can choose anything you want here. So if I can choose copper bottom something, copper plate, copper plate Gothic. So for the marks, you can just choose a different format if you want. For numbers also can be in different format. For that, you can just say Franklin Gothic Heavy. Okay, so this is in different format. For the names also, you can choose different formats here. So font format here. So I can just say Lucida handwriting. So this looks different. So this is how you change the font. Okay. So yeah, so this is how you change your font. To change the font color, see, what we did is we changed the background color of the text here. But if you want to change the font color, right, you can also change that also. So if I want to change the font color of the marks, okay. So I want to change the marks color to dark green. Okay, green accent, darker 25%. So you can see that all these colors are in a, you can just see the marks in a dark green color. If I want to change the name to a different color, I can also change that. So I can go and change it to a brown, a gray accent, darker, some name. Okay, so I can just choose it. So this is how you change the color of the font also. So similar to background color, I can change the color of the font also. So I can just choose colors. You can choose it. So, okay, so this is how you change the font color. So there is an option. See all. Okay. Yeah. So we are changed. We now. So this is how you change the font color. And apart from that, you have bold, italic, underline commands. Okay. So if you want to make, so you guys would have learned all those things in the previous class also, right? How to make bold things. See, there are three options here. One is bold, italic, and underline. Let's say have some text. Okay, so Robert, Robert. Okay, so you can see the text here. So if I choose bold, right? it will be content will be a bit bold. Okay, you can see right that the lines will be thicker. So this is called a bold format. And now you can just say if I want to choose italicized, right? You can just see the font is in a slighter. It's slanting to the right. So this is called italicized. And then you can do underline also for a font here. So this is called underline. So this is the difference between these three things. Okay, bold, italic, and underline. Just hold on 1 second. Just hold on. I just not. Uh, Sorry guys, I got a call. Okay. So we'll continue now. And so we learned about bold, italics, and underlines. So yeah. So there are shortcuts also to apply this formatting. Okay. So you can just use instead of clicking it here, you can just say Control B. So Control B will place the thing. Okay. So you don't have to click it here. Okay. All it can do is press Control B, and you can do so. Control B. This for this italicized is Control I, and for the other one, the other one is Control U. I think. Okay. You can just say Control U, Control U. So these are the shortcuts you can use to uh, uh, shortcuts you can use. Okay. Oh, so we learned about this one. So then we'll learn about cell borders and fill colors. Uh, yeah. So we already learned about how to fill colors. Okay. So how to choose background colors and all those things. So it is available here. And how to choose cell borders. Um, if I have to select a cell border, right, I can do it. So I can just right click on it and I can just say borders here. So let's say for this, right, we want a separate border, highlighted border, right? You can just say thick outside borders here. So now you can see the borders for this, all the set of rows, right? You can see a border here. See, you can see a border here. So if I select this one, right, you can see a border. You can see an outline and border here. So if I choose all borders also, you can see a border here. So you can see the difference between these two borders, right? So these cells doesn't have a border. See, it doesn't have a border, it's empty. But if you choose this one, right, you can just say thick outside borders. Now you can see the border here. So this is how you select borders here. So all you can do is you can select this one You can choose any one of these borders here, and you can just you can even choose the border color also. If I want to have a green color also, I can do it. This so yeah, so you can choose border colors also here, and background color we know how to choose it, right? Okay. So text alignment. So there are different text alignments that we can do. Okay. So in a cell, right, we can have uh, left alignment, right alignment, center alignment. Okay. So let's say I have a text here, Robert, Robert, Robert. Okay. So my name is here. So you can just see how it works. So if I choose left, it will be left. Okay. So if I choose right, see that is the difference. Okay. You can see the difference between these two cells. So it is right aligned. If I choose this one and say center alignment, you can see the cell centered here. So this is called alignment. Okay. So it starts from the extreme left. This one starts with the extreme right, and this one is centered at the center. So even if I adjust this one, right, it'll always be in the center. Even if I move this, it'll always be in the right. Okay. So this is called alignment. Okay. So yeah. So then we have so all these things are bottom at the bottom. Okay. So then we have top alignment, middle alignment, and bottom alignment. So let's say top, middle, and bottom. Okay. So we can do that also here. See, all these things are at the bottom. So if I say Robert, 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 right? If I choose a cell and I just choose this one top alignment here, you can see the difference. It is at the top. And middle alignment, I can just choose this one here, and this one by default it is bottom alignment. So this is another type of alignment. So one is horizontal alignment, and one is vertical alignment. So you can choose any one of these alignments for your data also here. So yeah. See, if you want to do alignment for all the cells, right, you can do it like this. You can just select the whole row, whole set of records, and just say centered, right, left, middle, anything you want. Okay. So we'll just say center alignment, and it will be applied to all the cells here. So this is how you apply to all the cells in a particular row. So even if you want, so similar to that, vertical alignment also can be done like this. Okay. So if there are see, everything is middle alignment. So you can choose top, middle, or bottom. So all you have to do is select all the rows, and you can just click on it and under the home tab here. So this is how you do vertical alignment. So then we have the format painter. Okay. So we know how to format text, right? So you can just add text here. So let's say see, this one is on the bottom right? If I want to copy the alignment here, okay. So let's say this one has a background color. Let's say this one has a background color is orange, and the text color is green. Okay. So let's say there is another record here. And I just want to copy all the formatting available in this particular cell to this cell, right? I can do it. I don't want to copy the content of the cell, but I just want to copy the formatting of the cell. So all the formatting which is appears, right? So the color of the text, the font color, the font size, the alignment, everything I want to copy to this particular cell here. So all I can do is select the cell, click on the format painter here. So there's a button called format painter under home tab.
இந்த போறவர் அது என்னடா அது கலக்கி
அதானே கலக்கி ஆம்பளைட்டு முட்டையை உடைச்சு ஊத்தி மஞ்சக்கருவில கரண்டியை விட்டு கலக்கி வேகாம
கலக்கி.
கொடுத்தாதான் கலக்கி அண்ணே கடுமையா உழைக்கிறவங்க
Okay. So click on the format here. Format painter, click on the format painter here, and I just click on the row. And now you can see the all the font formatting appeared at the to the cell also here. So this is how you copy that. See, the content is different. The Robert, the name is different. Here it is Robert. Here is Ravi Kumar. But the formatting alone is copied here, right? So the alignment, the text, the font size, the color, background, all the formatting alone is copied to this particular cell here. So this is how you copy a format. So even if you want to copy the format to this particular cell also, you can do it. So select the cell first, click on the format painter, and then click on the cell. So that's it. Format will be copied here. Select the cell. If you want to apply to multiple cells, you can just do like this. So that's it. So this is how you format your content here. So yeah. So homework for this week is you have to create your own table like this. You have to add header with blue background color, borderline style change. So you have to highlight the borders here. Date display format. So you have to change the display form of the dates, and you have to add salary with the dollar symbol here. Okay. So you have to do all these things this week. So this will be a homework, guys. So yeah.
Okay,
So,
sir. Thank you.
okay. So yeah, wait for the announcement in the main class. Okay.
Sir, I can ask you something.
Yeah, sure. Just ask me. Yeah.
Sir, I don't have totally experience about the Excel. Then I do know what is the purpose for Excel. Can you explain me what kind of office work used to Excel?
Yeah. See, Excel is basically for a worksheet. Okay. So here also I'm using Excel sheet. See, I'm taking attendance for you guys, right? So I can do Excel here. So whichever can be saved in a formatted data, right? Whichever can be in a table format can be used in Excel here. So I can do attendance for you guys. Attendance for you guys. Okay. So I can do some calculation for you guys. So if I want to add the marks of the students, right? I can do it. Okay. So if I want to add marks, okay. So all the marks here, total of Janice, Rachel, right? I can do it here. So sum of see, I've done the sum of marks here. So if I change it here, right? You'll see the sum change for this thing here, right? You hello.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
this thing also PowerPoint and Microsoft MS Word Inside also can do, right?
Yeah, but this is very, yeah, we can do it.